Hey, what's up, boys and girls? It's Friday. Oh, wait, does it sound like I'm talking out of my ass? Yeah, get used to dealing with that shit. I bought this mask because I figured, if I got to go to the grocery store and stuff and wear a mask and I can't breathe and I'm uncomfortable, then I'm going to make about half them fuckers in the grocery store uncomfortable right along with me and wear this mask. So there's that. Today we're going to do a little PSA kind of thing, talk about a few things, and it's going to be all good. So I didn't really see. I mean, there's a lot of stupid people out there, as there is every week. But I'm not going to go into that too much because I just don't want to waste time on them today. Um, I did see. Went to Walmart. Of course, we always go to Walmart at least once during the week. So we went in there, and I took a picture of me flipping the bird next to their arrow that says "Don't shop this way." I'm never really sure what they mean by "Don't shop this way." Don't shop like make sure your hair's brushed. Don't shop in a black T-shirt. Don't shop walking backwards. What is it? I think it maybe has something to do with those bullshit arrows they put on the floor that make you walk all the way around. You got to walk 300 yards to get to what you wanted 10 feet down the aisle. Well, I'm a little bit of a rebel. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I will walk the wrong goddamn way down the aisle. I do not care. So, as I have maybe mentioned before, I'm kind of a smartass sometimes. Some of you may know that. Don't tell the others. Um, so I'm pulling the cart backwards, going down the aisle, and my wife's just shaking her head like, what a fucking idiot. And so I'm pulling it backwards, and there's another guy. He's going the right way with his wife, and he goes by and he just starts laughing because, he's got a sense of humor. Believe it or not, there's still people out there that have a sense of humor left over from, way back when we used to tell jokes and people didn't get their all panties all twisted up and shoved up their ass every time you tried to say something funny. Everybody gets all victimized and all. So you gotta, just look out for the people that will smile once in a while, and maybe brighten your day somewhat. The other thing, on the news the other night, they mentioned Google mobility data. And I kind of went, what? That almost sounds like they're tracking you or something. So I looked it up, and guess what? They're tracking you, like you didn't know that already. So yeah, that was kind of fun. The only thing I saw that really kind of made me laugh, I was driving down the street going to work 2 different days. So this guy must have a job. Which, awesome, got a job. He's on his bicycle. He's got the half sissy bar, like from the 70s. But the other thing he's got from the 70s, he's got him a badass red, white, and blue Stars and Stripes Evil Knievel helmet on his head. And his pants were pretty damn high water for a full grown adult, but he had the badass 70s retro Evil Knievel helmet on, so I kind of gave him a ride on, just drove on by, didn't give him any shit. So, anyway, as I mentioned before, we're going to do a little public service today. We're going to talk a little bit about the aforementioned goddamn mask that we all know I'm such a fan of. I mean, I have people that I dearly love. They'll probably never speak to me again over this mask thing, and I'm sorry about that because gross sense of humor. But I know some people take it a little more seriously than they probably should. So anyway, me and my wife just got back a little while ago. We went out and had some lunch, and our dear governor, in his ultimate goddamn wisdom, I guess last night, announced another edict that now you gotta, before you get out of the air seal in your car, you gotta put your mask on. You gotta go in, and walk in the restaurant, and you gotta get to the table before you can take your mask off. So anyway, just as a little public service announcement, I drew up this handy dandy diagram for you guys to check out because I put a little work in these videos sometimes. So here's the thing. So you come in the door of the restaurant right over here, right where that says door. You go right through the door, and now I want you to pay attention to the red zones around the tables and the green zone. So you walk in, and there's the lovely hostess. She'll be standing right there to make sure you got your mask on, So once you get past that, here's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you have your mask on anytime you're in any of these red zones, because if you don't have a mask and you get in one of these red zones, the COVID will come out of the sky and just murder your ass right there in the aisle. You'll just be dead, fucked up, you're gone. So you want to make sure you got your mask on until you get to one of these green zones. Now, when you sit down in the green zone at the table, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but they have this invisible seal like they have at the grocery stores, for the air conditioning. They have an invisible seal that goes all the way around each one of these tables in a square, just right over your head, like a cone of protection. And they have individual filtration systems that suck all the air out from your table and stuff, and which might come in handy for those people that wear patchouli and shit. That way I couldn't smell them. But anyway, it filters the air at your individual table over each one. It goes up in the ceiling and it filters that COVID shit out and kills it electronically somehow or something. So as long as you're at the table when you take your mask off, you're safe. But as I said before, if you go out here, you're just dead. So if you go to the bathroom, put your mask on. You don't want to have to pee and then die 2 steps from the table because COVID got you in the red zone. So just be careful of that when you go out to eat. Just watch what you're doing. So the other thing I want to warn you about is that coming down the pipe now, we got the COVID-19 going right now, where there's something new and more sinister coming. Watch. Somewhere around October, you're going to need to get you one of these goddamn masks right here. You're going to want to put that bad boy on. You're going to keep that down all the time, because somewhere around October, they're going to have the goddamn space corona. It's going to come down from the sun, and it's going to jack you right in the eyeballs and kill you dead out in the street. So you got to have that on. You better get this on too. And I don't know, maybe whatever else you got to do, but you got to watch out for that. And there might be also aliens come down with it, so you get you a ray gun from your grandson or something to protect you from that. So you got your ray gun and your welding helmet. You should be fairly safe from the space COVID that's coming in October, right before the election, so that they can make everybody stay home and do mail-in ballots so they can cheat. What that's all about. Anybody that doesn't believe that is wearing one of these goddamn masks, because if you don't believe there's a hell of a lot more going on than some virus, then you're wearing one of these for sure. So, anyway, I don't know. I only got one more mask. Is this guy right here? I'm saving this for the next pile of shit that comes down the pike. When that starts, I might want to wear this mask. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, today I just thought I'd talk about the mask a little bit, and hopefully my friends eventually forgive me for being an anti-mask guy, but I just don't believe it. I think it's a steaming pile of bullshit. And a lot of other people that I know think it is too. I mean, I see people, one of our dear friends wears a beaded mask, almost like a costume mask kind of thing with beads, and it's adorable. But yeah, I'm sure it's not probably OSHA approved or whatever. But anyway, it's cute. I've also seen crocheted masks, and there's no requirement as to what kind of mask. You just have to be wearing a face covering. And quite frankly, some people could use a little more of their face covered as it is. I don't know. So anyway, especially the ones that scowl at you when you're wearing one of these, you get that pretty good scowl from those people. And of course, it's pretty hard for them to see, inside my mask when I'm wearing that, when I smile at them, when they give me the scowl, because I think it's kind of funny. Hopefully I don't have to shoot any Antifas or anything in the parking lot, because they get pissed about my mask. I don't know. Anyway, that's about all I got to talk about today. I mean, it is what it is, and the governor says something, all of a sudden it's a law. I can't wait till somebody tries to write me a ticket for not having a mask on. I'm going to have to make them show me in the book where, I respect our law enforcement, and my wife also has a thin blue line mask that I bought for her the other day, and we're kind of proud of that one too, which annoys some people, and I really don't care what the people that are annoyed by that think. So anyway, just get you whatever mask makes the people around you feel more comfortable, and I guess eventually we'll come out of the end of this thing. I still predict it's going to be over November 4th, because then that'll be riot season again, because everybody's going to... So we'll wait and see about that. But anyway, you guys have a good weekend. If you're here in Phoenix, for God's sake, just stay inside, because it's going to be hotter than Satan's balls outdoors. It's going to be like 118 or something all weekend. So stay in, stay safe, drink some cold beer, do something, I don't know. But anyway, you guys be safe. Have a good weekend. I'm Dave. I'm out. I'll talk to you next week.